how's it going? It's me, Yoko. For those who don't know me, I am Japanese living in Japan who is a huge Trump supporter, and today let's talk about the meeting of North and South Korean leaders. Before I get started though, I have to say that I didn't really prepare for this video because I was actually getting prepared for another video on Syria, because on my last video on Syria I forgot to mention one important perspective, which was Bush. It's just I simply forgot to mention, so I decided to paraphrase a little bit and then add that perspective and post one more video on Syria. Hopefully that way you will understand the Japanese perspective better. My point is that you will see a video on Syria, so I hope that you don't mind my videos getting left behind or the order getting messed up, but I hope that you will enjoy all my videos. Okay, so now let's talk about the meeting of North and South Korea. So first of all, how did you guys see that meeting? Are you happy about it? Do you think that Trump did a good job, or do you think that that's the end of something? Or let me know what you think. So as you guys know, I understand both Japanese and English. So after the meeting, I started to check the reactions from people here in Japan and also in America. And guys, I was surprised to see such a huge gap between Japan and America. I'm talking about conservatives, by the way. And before I show you guys the reactions that I saw from here, I want to point out that Japan is such a strong alliance nation of the United States. I'm not sure if you realize it or not, and I hope that you don't think like I'm trying to make it funny or make it personal or, you know, trying to be liked by you or something. It is a commonly well-known fact that Japan and the United States are working very closely and very tightly together. So if you consider that, when there's a gap between how we see the same event differently, it's threatening to me. I find it such a dangerous thing. So that's why I'm here and I'm about to show you guys what Japanese people are thinking right now about the meeting, okay? So the biggest thing that we are feeling is that the meeting of North Korea and South Korea was like a made-up or a staged. That's how we feel. The key point of this is that the current South Korean president is pro-North Korea. He's not really working for South Korea, he is pro-North Korea. South Korea even had the committee to check all the spies, North Korean spies in South Korea, but the current administration, they abolished it. There are lots of pro-North Korean propaganda going on inside of South Korea, and this current administration is pro-North Korea. But before that, right before that Park administration, they were very much against North Korea. Even though we had lots of problems on North Korea, we agreed to fight against them. But right now, the pro-North Korean president of South Korea is a problem for us too. But so when we see that pro-North Korean leader from South Korea doing well with North Korean leader, we just can't help but see that this is the beginning of something bad. And I'm not here to criticize Trump administration or America in any way, because Japan and America actually pressured North Korea together. And I think it's amazing that North Korea actually got frightened and they have come this far. But what I'm personally concerned is that everybody, like the media or even the conservatives in America or the left wings here in Japan, they're all cheering, they're congratulating, even President Trump, they're cheering this peaceful event, right? But if you think about this in the long run, the more you said this as something peaceful, the more you'll be bashed if you attack this, if you know what I mean. Like, so those leaders are making it seem like it's a peaceful, it's a happy ending of the war and it's a new beginning of something good, right? And this is something that people cannot interfere, people cannot bash, something that people cannot destroy. This is something that we have to keep and nurture, right? So of course they are already talking about the infrastructure. We pressured North Korea very well, which is very good, but you know, North Korea is all about surviving, right, in this international society. They will do whatever it takes to survive. That's one thing to keep in mind. Another thing is that why did we pressure North Korea? Because we have an end goal, which is CVID. What we want is CVID. It stands for complete, verifiable, and irreversible dismantlement. Man, such big words. So it has to be that they dismantle forever. So we can still wait for the cheering and the congratulating. You know, this might be the first step, but it's for us Japanese, what we need is the actual actions, like our prime minister said. Yeah, his words actually summarize all our thinking, you know. So CVID, it's what we want. That's something that we have to make sure of. And if they are going for peace, then they have to return all of our citizens that they abducted, even South Koreans, you know. And without that, this is nothing but a stage. Ooh, okay, so let's look at the reactions of Japanese people, shall we? So I was checking Twitter to see what people are saying here. I'm gonna talk about 8 things or so. One of our National Diet members was pointing out that North Korea got scared because of our strong pressure against North Korea. And the South Korean president couldn't do anything successful diplomatically, so he wanted some kind of success or something that's historical for his political work. And another thing is that North Korea is North Korea no matter what they say. You know, it's the same North Korea that we're talking about since before the meeting. And how were they? To us, it's like they are praising Hitler, you know? Because North Korean leader Kim Jong-un, he's a dictator, and his citizens are dying from hunger. And previous generations of the nation abducted hundreds of people from Japan, innocent citizens, you know, hundreds of them. They kidnapped like 800 people, and thousands from South Korea still haven't returned, and they abducted from other places as well. They also killed Otto Warmbier, and they keep developing their technology, like including nuclear weapons, and they are trading with terrorists and so on. Then they are making money, and they also launched lots of missiles saying that they will burn us down. Both Japan and America, they said that they will burn us down, and they also said that they will destroy us into pieces. It's the same North Korea that we are talking about here. And let's not forget that Kim Jong-un killed his own uncle and his own brother in vicious ways. So just because this criminal regime said something sweet after all this vicious thing, are you really going to buy that? That's how we feel. Because evil people are evil. They are good liars. You know how criminals are. They are good at acting, they're good at lying, they're good at negotiations, and they're so desperate because they know that they're getting attacked or threatened, so they are desperate to survive. So we have to realize where they stand in this international society and with the ability that they have. I was actually shocked that Kim Jong-un can communicate well. We learned that he is actually spontaneous and he can think very fast, and he's a scary leader. No matter how nice it looks on the outside, we have to be prepared for all kinds of agenda they can have. And next, this meeting is not promising anything. The Japanese perspective of North and South Korea is that we don't buy their words, because North Korea said, for example, that they have never abducted any of our citizens, but they admitted it in 2002 and returned 5 of them, and they are reluctant to return the rest of the hundreds of people that they abducted, but they just keep lying, and they even lie about the ashes that they send us, and so we don't trust them. And South Korea as well, of course there are people that cooperate with us, but at the same time due to, of course, we are different countries, so they will accuse something from the past of Japan and make us apologize, and they get the money from us, like reparations. We keep paying that, and the last time it was irreversible. We promised that it's not gonna happen again. This is the end, you know, this is the last money that we're gonna give. They're rejecting the agreement itself again. Basically, we promise on something and they keep breaking. That's the impression that we get. Maybe South Korean people think differently, but that's how we feel as Japanese people in Japan. We have our reasons, I guess. I have even heard from this expert here in Japan that, you know, he gets to talk to JSDF people, and because of the education of history in South Korea against Japan, they are basically taught that Japan was such an evil nation, right? They still have that emotion and bring that into our military practices, so they're not willing to cooperate with us. American leaders are getting tired or sick of this situation because we are not being able to put aside our historical issues, you know? It's really ironic that such a problem is not helping us at all, and it's helping countries like China or Russia, you know what I mean? Okay, so next, the meeting had no mentions of abductions. Like I said, South Korean people were abducted by North Korea, like thousands of them. However, the South Korean president didn't mention about the abduction at all, which is very strange to us. And another thing that people here were saying was that it's a meeting of liars. No offense to South Koreans, but sorry if you find it offensive, but it's just how some people here are seeing that it's a meeting of a liar and another liar, so it doesn't mean anything, and that we can't trust. And another thing is, sorry if this is getting repetitive, but people are concerned about money. That politically Japan keeps paying money, but it's only feeding our enemies and we don't earn anything, you know? Like, it's really a bad deal. So we are hoping that we don't give money to anything idiotic, such as to nurture our enemies, you know? And I have to admit that some people here are very harsh. I hope that you guys won't dislike Japan anymore, but some people here are saying that whoever that thinks of this meeting as peaceful is an idiot. People are that upset by this because the mainstream media has been on the side of North Korea instead of our own citizens. So people are very angry. So that's all for now, I guess. I wish that I could have dived in deeper, you know, but I prioritized the time. I wanted to, it's not a warning, but it's like, I just wanted to let you guys know that there's a huge gap between Japan and America, like how people are seeing this. So just thought that I would let you know before anything that happens. I really hope that Japan and America will cooperate at any time. So after hearing all the things that I said, you might find like, oh, Japanese people are weird or Japanese people are stupid. You might think that, and you're entitled to your own opinions, but what we have to do is not really about understanding each other in that way. We can have our own opinions, but we have to find a way to work together, you know? So I think the most important thing is to realize that we're seeing the same event and we're perceiving it differently. So I just wanted to point that out. We will be just watching how things go, and Japan will be there to be on your side to fight this together, to bring peace to the world. I know that you guys hate it, but it's actually up to America, you know? So there are lots of things that I wish Japan could do, but we can't because of American liberals in the past. I am hoping really though that this opportunity that President Trump and our Prime Minister Abe created will move things for the better. But anyway, I'm gonna go. Let me know your thoughts. So if you want to watch me more, be subscribed to this channel, and also if you can, please support me on Patreon. And also I'm hoping to upload more videos, but then that might take a while because I have deadlines, like I have to write an article and also post a video to my Japanese audience. So but if you ever miss me, I post videos on my other channel called randomyoko vlogs, so subscribe to that channel as well, and hopefully you'll learn more about me or what I'm thinking or how Japan is, that sort of thing. So anyway, I talked too much. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. I hope to see you guys soon. Okay, be well. Bye.